This video will show you an example of the skill and dedication of the Second Life Coast Guard. You will see a demonstration of a wet belly extraction, getting the crew of a sinking, burning barge off their ship and to a safe location with the helicopter on or very close to the surface of the water. This demonstration was performed at the Festival of the Oceans, a major venue of the 2024 Summer Sailstice in Second Life event. Our host is Commander Amy Lee Zane, Commanding Officer of the SLCG Search and Rescue and Training Center. Commander Zane's original text has been edited for brevity and clarity for this video. Search and Rescue, SAR, is the nucleus of the Coast Guard. This is where everything comes together. Our coasties train in various fields like medical training, aviation, boating, scuba diving, and much more. All the skills they develop eventually come down to saving a life. At the Search and Rescue Training Center, we train them in the finer arts of rescuing a life by applying all they have learned in the various training centers together, bringing their skills to the test. Today we are going to do a demonstration of how a search and rescue scenario works. Opening the demonstration, Commander Zane described the process followed by the SLCG when a Mayday distress call comes in on the grid-wide Mayday network. A Coast Guard member responds to the call, getting as much information about the emergency as possible. This could include the location of the site, the nature of the emergency, and information about the crew and any known injuries. From that information, a SAR team is scrambled, which will consist of a rescue pilot, rescue swimmer first responder, and rescue flight engineer. The information also drives decisions on what aircraft and equipment to use. For our demonstration, we have a barge on fire with 2 crew on board. The ship is taking on water and sinking. The captain of the ship has made the distress call and the Coast Guard is responding. The rescue pilot brings the chopper to a hover over the scene, announcing their arrival over the SLCG radio system so the entire SL Coast Guard knows there is a rescue taking place. In this case, the rescue pilot positions the helicopter above the water to lower the rescue swimmer first responders safely near the ship where they can swim to reach the crew. It takes quite a bit of skill to do that and to perfect such a maneuver. The pilot must take into consideration all obstacles like high masts, stabilizing cables, and more. A lot of practice and training goes into the rescues to perfect the maneuvers. The rescue swimmer will now enter the water from a safe jump height, normally 10 meters or lower from the helicopter. Just like in real life, a rescue can run into unexpected problems. A real-life team could have an equipment malfunction or a sudden squall. The SL team might enter a no-res area, where equipment like a life raft cannot be used. The rescue team members must think on their feet and improvise. Once the rescue swimmer first responder is safely on board, or as near as possible, they will find their way to the survivors. The rescue swimmer first responder will assess what injuries there may be. High priority injuries like head trauma will be the first to be extracted and non-injured people will be last. If possible, basic medical treatment will be applied at that point. The main objective is to get the survivor to safety as soon as possible. The rescue swimmer will then request the appropriate equipment to extract each survivor. For our demonstration, there are no injuries, and the crew members are able to enter the water with their life jackets. In this wet belly extraction demonstration, the rescue pilot is lowering the helicopter all the way to the surface of the water. The pilot holds the aircraft as steady as possible so the survivors can enter it safely. The survivors enter the aircraft first. The last to enter is the rescue swimmer. Once everyone is on board the helicopter, the rescue pilot uses the SLCG radio system to announce that the rescue is complete and that they are returning to base or to the closest medical facility. From here on, the rescue swimmer first responder applies basic medical treatment and cares for the injured during the flight until they are handed over to emergency medical personnel. Thank you for viewing our demonstration. For more information about joining the SL Coast Guard to become a lifesaver, contact Commander Amy Lee Zane or visit slcoastguard.org. For information on the annual Summer Sailstice in Second Life, visit sailing.sl.